Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is January 13th and in this video I'm going to be reviewing the second week of January, looking at our weekly paycheck and see what we have spent so far for the month. So on January 10th, my husband did get paid and we have to make sure that all of our bills are paid between the 10th and the 16th. So looking at our income, we did have $277 of rollover money from last week. And my husband did get paid more than usual. He did get paid about $2,500. So we have a $2,777 budget to work with. The bills due between the 10th and the 16th are all listed here. So we had to pay our Netflix bill of $17, our car insurance of $352, our alarm bill is $60, and Verizon at $234. This includes both of our phones, my son's smartwatch, and our home internet Wi-Fi. Our water bill, which was $4 less than we anticipated, at $101. And then I did not know that my husband had spent some money on his Home Depot credit card until I received the bill. And so there was a $20 extra payment that we had to make this week. The total credit card I think he spent was like $320. But whenever we buy from Home Depot, they usually give us like 0% interest for a certain period of time. And this particular purchase qualified for 0% interest for 12 months. So even though we do owe like $320, we're only going to pay $20 for the moment. And then we'll probably just continue paying the rest until the 12-month mark hits. So that's another debt that we have accumulated, and I have to increase that or have to incorporate that payment into our monthly budget moving forward. So that was an unanticipated bill that we had. So I was expecting to pay $768 in bills, and we're actually paying $784. For my husband's paycheck, he normally gets $400, but since his paycheck did increase, he's actually getting $1,280. Let me actually write this down here. $1,280, and why he's getting $1,280 is because his normal paycheck is usually $1,600, and he normally has to give $1,150 for bills and then $50 for savings, which leaves $400 for him. So the difference between $1,600 and $2,500 minus the $20 is $1,280. So he will be getting $1,280 to do what he wishes, and I don't really know exactly what he's going to be using that for just yet, but for now it's in his account. And looking over at our savings, we are saving $500 towards our mortgage and then $50 towards our emergency fund. I have no idea why this is there, but and $50 towards emergency fund for a total of $550 in savings. Looking at our summary, our total income minus our bills, minus our expenses, minus our savings, we have $163 to roll over to next week. There's no cash stuffing in this video because I normally don't, I never cash stuff my husband's paychecks. He normally just uses his credit card and his debit card. However, he does his spending, but that's basically it that we have for this week. So if we look over at our monthly budget, we can now put in some numbers here. So we paid $17 for Netflix, $352 towards insurance, $60 for alarm, $234 for phone and Wi-Fi, and $101 for water. And then we can highlight all of these numbers because they are all paid for. Oh, and then we also have $20 for Home Depot that was unbudgeted for. So halfway through the month, halfway through our bills, And then I will update the other numbers at the end of the month or whenever we hit that budget. So that's what we're looking like for the second week of January. I'm gonna put my iPad to the side and bring out my binders to see what spending we've done so far and how much we have left for the month. Okay, so the first binder I'm gonna review is my personal binder. My binder gets updated every 2 weeks, depending on my paycheck. So this is all from my paychecks here. So in my first binder, we do have my personal spending. I did have $40 to start with from my paycheck last week, and I did spend $15 so far. So I should have $20, $21, $22, $23, $24, and $25 left. I did spend $15. I play softball, and every week the players on my team, I'll chip in to help pay for helpers that we have on the team. So like we have like a scorekeeper, and we have what is it called? Like a DJ of some sort. She makes sure all the music is played, and we all have our own walk-up songs, and so she handles that. And it's also our teammates' kids, so we all help out and we pay them for doing that for us. I did pay for 3 people on my team this week, so they didn't have their cash, so they will pay for me in future weeks. So I'm basically 3 weeks paid out so far. So I did take $15 out of my budget to pay for them. In my shopping category, I had $50 and I didn't spend anything yet on there. In my clothes binder, I did have $30 and I did spend $11 at Macy's. So I do have $10, $15, $16, $17, $18, and $19. I went to Macy's and I always hit the clearance rack because I sometimes find really good deals. And I found 2 pair of jean pants, and they were $4.96 a piece. So I had to buy them. They're super cute too. So for 2 pairs of jeans, it was $11. That was a deal for me. In my makeup category, I have $60 and I didn't spend anything. So I still have 20, 40, and 60. I almost purchased some things online because there was a deal and a sale, and I almost purchased some makeup online, but I realized it was over my budget of what I had in here. So I did the 42-hour rule, where if you're shopping online, you put it into your cart and you let it sit there for 42 hours. And if you forget about it or you realize you don't want it, you don't buy it. And I did that and it worked, and I didn't spend the money. So even though it's like, oh, it's a sale, I'm going to save so much money, I didn't do it because I didn't have the funds to buy it. So we're good. I talked myself out of that one. In fun stuff, I had $250 to start with, and on the 10th, I have an annual fee for one of my credit cards, and it came out for $95. Since I don't have a sinking funds or anything for that annual payment, I just took the money out of my fun stuff category, and now I'm thinking that I should start a sinking funds for annual fees for the credit cards I do have. And I only have 2, I think, that have an annual fee. But because I didn't have money budgeted for that payment, I just took it out of my fun stuff category. And I bought myself some lunch the other day when I was at work. And that's all that I've spent in this category, which is really, really impressive for me, because this is a category where I always spend the money so quickly. But we've been eating a lot at home. We haven't been eating out. We've just been saving our money and staying home. So I started with $250 and now I have $137 in this category. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 37? Oh, 137, yeah. So I still have 137 to get me through the next week. I do get paid again on Wednesday. So far so good. And then my miscellaneous money is always here as a buffer for any of the other categories that I may overspend in. Since I am still in budget with all of my categories, I do have my $30 still available in my miscellaneous budget. So 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and $30. So far so good. And then this money I do have to take back to the bank to apply back to my credit card because I am a credit card user. I basically put all of my charges on my credit card. I take the money out of my envelopes and then take that cash to pay off my credit card. I do not recommend credit card spending if you cannot be disciplined with paying your credit card back on time and in full every single month. I learned that the hard way and I stopped using credit cards for a very long time. But now I have learned how to properly use the credit card and spend only what I can for the most part. So that's what I have for my personal spending. Next, I'm going to bring out my family budgets. And there's 3 categories that I budget for that my husband and I both contribute to. It's for groceries, household items, and gas. For groceries, we only have $6 left. So we started the month with $500. We've gone to Fry's 1, 2, 3, 4 times and Costco once, and so we only have $6 left. We've been eating a ton at home. Like I said, we're not going out to eat. So I'm hoping and praying that what we have now in the pantry and in the freezer is going to get us through the month. I normally do a grocery pickup every Friday, where I'm able to make my shopping list at home, so I can see exactly what's in my pantry, make a list, stay in budget, and then pick up the groceries, and whatever I buy for the week gets us through the following week. However, this month I did go on 2 grocery trips, one with my husband and my kids, and then once with my husband. And because I had other people with me, a lot of different opinions, a lot of different wants, the grocery store got the best of us, and we kind of spent a little bit more than what we should have, or we bought some things that we just wanted because we saw it in the store. So this is why I like to do the grocery pickup, just because I can see exactly what we need and only buy what we need. There's been a couple of things that we've bought at the grocery store that we already had at the house. So now we have like double of things that we probably didn't need to buy. So going to the store with a list and going with a purpose can definitely help the budget. And I learned that this month because I went twice without a list. So, but I think we'll be okay. I hope so. If we're over budget a little bit, we'll figure it out. In our household envelope, we started with $100. I went to Target and Costco and bought some things that we needed for the house. So we should have $39 left. 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, and $39. So I do have this for the rest of the month. And then also when I went to Target, the items that I did buy qualified me for a $15 gift card. So I do have that as well to help buy anything else that we might need. But as far as household items goes, I think we'll be fine for the month. And then in transportation, this is where we budget for gas. Our budget for this month was $337, and we have not put gas in our cars yet. We were out of town for the first week of January, and we filled up the cars on like the last day of December. So when we came back from vacations, both of our cars were with full tanks, and so we have not spent anything on gas yet. So we do have $337 left. 1, 2, 3, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, and 37. So that has been helpful to our monthly budget. I think we'll have plenty of money left over at the end of the month. One of our cars will probably need gas today, so we'll fill up that car soon. But that's all that we have for the family budget. Okay, so my black binder is my travel binder, and I did go to New York for New Year's Eve, and I was there for about 5 days, and this was a trip that was very spontaneous. It was not saved for. We kind of just went to go and didn't have any money saved up specifically for this trip. So I'm going to review all of our spending to see exactly how much we spent, and then figure out a way to pay it back. So we'll start with our hotel, and I'm going to use my calculator to help calculate everything. We went with our friends, so we split the hotel. Our portion was $460. So for our airplane, for 2 round trip tickets to with Southwest, it did come out to $664, and that's for both me and my husband. So $664 in flight. When it comes to transportation, this is from Subway, MetroCards, and Lyft. So a total of $261. My husband and I just paid for the Lyft for all of us. My friends didn't have to contribute to that. We are going to need the car anyway. So $261 in transportation. In food, this food is going to include both food and drinks for this trip, since it was kind of hard to distinguish how much we spent in food versus how much we spent in alcohol, because pretty much everywhere we went to eat, we did have a drink, and I really don't remember where we just went to have a drink. So pretty much food and drink total. For my husband and me, it came out to $1,017 total. That's a lot, but we were there for 5 days, and we ate out breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so whatever. So $1,017 in tickets. So total attractions that I put on my credit card was $625. My husband put $922 on his credit cards, and then our friends Zelled us basically half for their part. So our friends, it was their first time in New York City, so we did do some tourist things, and I did buy like a city pass to go to different attractions. I get a discount through those tickets through my job. So I paid for all 4 of us, and then they just paid me back their portion. And then for New Year's Eve, we went to a party near Times Square, and my husband paid for that, and he paid for like another activity that we did. And then our friends just paid us back for their part. So all in all, it came out to $863 for entertainment for my husband and me. And then in souvenirs, we did buy our kids something while we were over there. We bought them something with Statue of Liberty. They've been kind of infatuated with her since they went to New York. So we bought them a couple of gifts, and that came out to $60. What happened to my numbers? Okay. I don't know what happened to my numbers. I'm going to go back and count. 460, 664, 261, 1017, 863, 60. Okay. So So drinks, I didn't include anything there because I did incorporate that into our food category. And then in shopping, which was very unnecessary, but oh well. I actually forgot my purse at home, and not my wallet, my purse, just the purse that I used to carry around. It was empty. I had my wallet with me. But I did need a purse to get around town because there's so much that I carry in my purse. I carry like hand sanitizers, I carry my portable charger, I carry all kinds of crap in my wallet. And I forgot it at home. So I had to buy a purse, and I know I could have went like a cheap route and bought like a little whatever purse, but there was a cute one over at Macy's that I thought was very practical, and it was pretty convenient. So I did end up buying it for $172, and then my husband needed a coat. So he bought one for $150. Did he need the coat? No, but he wanted a black one. He has a gray one, but he was like, no, I want a black one. So he bought a black one. So what is going on with my calculator? Oh my God, I have to go back and again. Oh, there we go. Okay. So all in all, to get to New York, to spend 5 days there, for me and my husband, we spent $3,647. Memories are priceless, right? So with that being said, we have to figure out a way to pay this back. I already paid for the hotel, so I used my savings account to pay $460. My friend booked the hotel under her name, so using her credit card, so I just sold her our half. So technically we do have to come up with $3,187. And we have to pay this back by February 20th, I think, is when my credit card is due. We put everything that we spent on our credit cards because we are credit card users. So in order to avoid any more debt, we do have to pay it back by the 20th of February because that's when the bill will be due. $3,187. I don't care. It happens. This was my last spontaneous trip for this year, and this is why I save and budget for a trip, because I don't want to be in debt. And we have a Home Depot card now that we have to pay back. So we have accumulated more debt coming into the new year. Love that for us. So, yeah. So $3,187, and then we still have to pay back our Christmas shopping, which we owe $443 left because we did go over budget on Christmas. And this $443 is due this month. So I think we're on target to hit that and pay that off. So that's good. But we've got to come up with $3,000 now between now and February 20th. So yeah, that's all that I have for this week. As always, if you guys have questions, please let me know. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about these videos. And I will see you guys next week. Okay, have a great weekend. Bye.